Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever and wherever you are. This is Lee, and we're on the game of tongues. And the young lady in the beautiful blue sweater is my buddy from Italy and by way of Sweden at the moment. And and her name is Silvia. Say hello, Silvia.
Hello?
And Sylvia and I was just going to ask her some questions
Yeah.
about we were talking about last time we talked about your emergency game plan. And it was going, what was your emergency game plan going to be? Can you tell us?
Yeah. It's speaking in short bursts first, and word linkage, and smile.
Okay.
But first of all, I just stop speaking if I'm going to stutter.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And now, having that game plan never prevents you from using crutch one or two or three or eight. I mean, on a specific word, you can always do that. But with this game plan, if you're really thinking about this game plan, you won't have any threatened words. There won't be any. Because when you link your words together, say that. When I link my words together, say that.
When I link my words together
And stop every 1 to 5 words,
and stop every 1 to 5 words,
I cannot stutter.
I cannot stutter.
I need to hesitate,
I need to hesitate,
think a word,
think a word.
fear a word,
Sorry, I didn't hear.
fear the
Ah,
word,
fear the word
and force the word.
and force the word.
When I link my words together,
When I link my words together,
there is no time
there is no time
to hesitate and stutter.
to hesitate and stutter.
If I use extreme pronunciation,
If I use extreme pronunciation,
my speech will still be clear.
my speech will still be clear.
My stops keep me relaxed.
My stops keep me relaxed.
Sometimes I think enthusiasm,
Sometimes I, sometimes I think enthusiasm,
and that helps me too.
and that helps me too.
I try to smile,
I try to smile,
and that helps me too.
and that helps me too.
It's really not that hard.
It's really not that hard.
I have nothing to fear
I have nothing to fear
except fear itself.
except fear itself.
So I won't be afraid.
So I won't be afraid.
I will welcome my chances to speak.
I will welcome my chances to speak. that's that's fun.
You own the world when you smile. You know that. Does your husband tell you that? He tells you that.
Yeah.
He tells you that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Your father tells you that. Your father tells you
Yeah. I yes. I think
that. He
I
does.
don't remember
Oh,
exactly,
yeah.
but yeah.
So, how has what have you been doing on a daily basis to continue to improve your speech?
I'm still reading aloud, doing auto suggestion um, twice a day, um, twice a day, and What else? I speak when I can, when I get the opportunity. So I don't go silent as before, for instance. So if I want to say something, I say that. And I'm trying to not plan any word.
Okay. And how do you try to prevent yourself from planning words? What do you do?
That's a good question. So I I do it when I feel comfortable, and so when I am in my comfort zone, because and so I just don't think to any word. I just speak my urge.
Good. Good.
It's
And
not
insert
easy
full
to,
stops and insert full stops.
yeah.
Because the longer you speak in a continuum, the greater your risks of having a problem. The
Mm,
shorter your bursts of speech, the less problems will occur. Eventually, when the habit is totally broken, it won't matter. But it'll always improve your speech to use stops. Always. If you have to
okay.
make a presentation or do an interview,
Yeah.
use stops and be enthusiastic and keep smiling. Uh, And that'll carry you a long way. I mean, you really don't, I mean, you don't come off as now, you don't come off as anybody who ever had a speech problem at all, I mean, zero. So, I mean, you know that. You, that's the way you seem. So,
Yeah.
you've finessed the world, you've tricked them. They don't know about your questionable past as a stutterer.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah. Uh, um, I want to say one thing. Ah, yes, when I feel when I am under pressure and I try to not think to any word, it's difficult for me to stop because when I stop, I'm afraid that I'm going to start to think about words. So what can I do for that?
Think about something else. Think about modulation, enthusiasm. Inject another thought.
Mm.
Say after me, we have free choice
We have free choice
to accept or reject thoughts.
to accept or reject thoughts.
Nothing compels us to think anything
Nothing compels us to think anything
except our own desires.
except our own desire.
So use your mental switch
So use your mental switch
and dictate your thoughts.
and dictate your thought.
Believe that you can improve,
Believe that you can improve
and you will.
and you will.
Do you believe that, Sylvia?
Yeah.
Do you say it every day?
Yeah.
I want you to say it every day.
Yeah.
Who gives you a happy day every day, Sylvia?
Myself?
That's it. Do you say, today I'll make a happy day as your last affirmation? Do you say that?
Uh, Not anymore, but
Why? Sylvia, oh,
no,
you're driven a stake into my heart.
really.
Oh, no.
No, because I'm concentrating in other sentence. So I'm so uh, what I'm focusing right now is to reject the fear in every situation, and so I'm focusing on this, and also on people love the way I speak.
Okay, but you can change other things. You don't want to change your first and your last affirmation. The first one, every day in every way, my speech grows better and better, or every day in every way, I grow better and better. Either way. And number 10, you always want to have today I'll make a happy day, because there's a question as to what kind of day you're going to have. There always is. Unless you make it, there's always a question about it. And change the 8 in between. Say whatever you want, but don't give up on the last one, because you need to accept the responsibility for that.
Mm, okay,
I mean, I know you're
okay,
a happy person by nature, but nobody is happy 100% of the time. So we need to battle, we need to be prepared and resist those times when when things seem like it's a bad day. I can't tell you how many stutters I've had tell me, well, on a good day this, on a bad day that. And I said, let me tell you something. There are no good or bad days. There are only days that you make into whatever you're going to make them. And it's your job. And I realize if someone dies in the family or whatever, you get in a car accident, there can be a lot of things that can mess up a day. But, and you can't control them all. But 99% of the time, you can program your mind to have a good day. And it's the most important part of this program is mind training.
yeah,
It's doing this every day. And having a happy day is a major job. Part of your job for you to be a positive force everywhere you go, with your family, with your friends, with your workmates and everybody else. You have to make that decision every day to have a happy day and make sure that you stick with it.
okay,
Because, as I've said many times, life isn't what it is. Life is how you see it. And it is your job to see the glass half full at all times. Sylvia has no half empty glasses. She
mm,
only has half full glasses or more.
mm,
As son said, mine's 3/4 full. I said, good. Mine's 90% full. I mean, it's a race to the top. I mean, we got, this is the way it is. Our minds are computers. You don't program your computer, it does nothing. You don't keep it update, it loses the handshakes and all that stuff. You got to program your mind every day, or the environment will program it for you. And that's how you
yeah,
got into stuttering to start with, and you don't want to go back.
no,
So we got a
no,
mind
for sure.
train. Mind training is this is the core of our program, the very essence of our program. And
Yeah,
making a happy day is very important. You're a happy person, and that's wonderful. But I don't want to take any risks about it.
yeah, you never know. Yeah. Okay, so I will remove one of the sentences.
Yeah, or yeah, take something else out, and I mean, say the ones that are most important to you. You want to send them to me again?
Uh, but the sentences, they are basically the one that you described
Okay,
in your
okay,
book,
okay, okay,
except for two.
okay,
So
okay,
people love, yeah,
okay. All right. Okay. So you're still coming to Sam, and that's good. The more you talk at Sam, the more you raise your hand, ask questions, make comments, the better. Um, in 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 overcoming fear, it's it's all a question of exposure, expanding your comfort zone. So the more you can raise your hand and talk under pressure, the faster you're going to beat it. And
yeah,
I don't know if where you are, it's convenient for you to do a Toastmasters club. They're probably doing them online now. I would think they would be.
yeah,
You might be able to sign up for that. The speech practice sessions are good. I mean, anything where you're talking to people, a group of people,
yeah,
that's just exposure.
yes. But before, I want to do, um, I want to speak at the STEM meeting since for me it's a good test.
Okay. Okay.
So
All
in two
right.
weeks,
Okay.
basically.
So it's less soft, link, smile, and stop
Yeah.
than what we had. And that's your emergency plan. So how much are you using that? How much are you practicing that during the course of a week?
Um, I practice when I speak with my husband. So I try to, when I speak with my parents, so speaking in short bursts is something that I'm trying to practice, I would say, most of the time that I speak
Is it helping?
a lot. Yeah. Yes, it's the most useful crutch for me.
Wonderful.
Mm,
Wonderful. Well, you seem nice and relaxed. So,
yep.
okay, so let's see. When is the last time you read to me? Do you remember?
It was long time ago.
Well, why don't you let's read something to me. You want to read? You want to pull
Yeah.
up my document?
Yes.
Okay. Read me the first paragraph at the top.
Okay. Some things to enjoy reading aloud. Reading aloud has become a true joy for me. I cite any excuse to do it, especially to read aloud to others. Perhaps I am a thespian at heart. Regardless, I love doing, and no surprise, it continues to improve my speech because when we read aloud, we invariably hear our voice at its best. As we read aloud with feeling, we constantly improve our focus on our message and the positive emotions with which we deliver it.
Good. Okay, let's drop down to counting my blessings and read me
Okay.
that those lyrics.
Counting my blessing. When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessing instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessing. When my bankroll is getting small, I think of when I had not at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessing. I think about a nursery, and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you are worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessing instead of sheep, and you'll fall asleep counting your blessing. Finished. Yeah, yes, it's finished.
Very nicely done, young lady. Very nice. Okay. Okay, let's jump over to smile.
Smile. Okay, smile. Okay, smile. Okay, smile. Though, though your heart is aching, smile. Even though it's breaking. Though there's cloud in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fears and sorrows, smile, and maybe tomorrow you will see the sun come shining through. If you just light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear might be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find life is worthwhile if you just smile. Come on and smile. If you just smile.
Do you agree with that?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, read me the next one. When you're smiling.
When you're smiling. Okay. When you are smiling, when you are smiling, the whole world smiles with you. And when you are laughing, the sun comes shining through. When you are crying, you bring on the rain. So, stop. You are singing.
Sighing.
Start on.
Sighing. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Won't you be happy again? When you are smiling, keep on smiling. And the whole world smiles with you.
Very good.
It's nice, this one.
Very good. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is. And also, it's funny to, yeah, it's fun to read it.
Exactly.
So,
Are
yes.
you comfortable, Sylvia, at this point? I mean, we have less soft link, smile, stop. Um, do you think you've got that? I mean, do you still feel the need to have those words on paper and look at them? Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Yes. When I do the job interview, I always have a look. Otherwise, it's really easy to forget because the pressure is quite high.
You know, I would say this. My go-to, if I were you, I think my go-to word when I fear, if I hesitate long enough to fear a word on occasion, it's not a crime and it doesn't end me or anything else. But when I did that, I think my go-to crutch would be number 8. I think I would use modulation because that's
Motivation.
enthusiasm. And
Yeah.
so whatever it is I'm saying, um, that needs, if the more, if I think, if I modulate it, it will come off as enthusiasm. Modulation is, if we're enthusiastic, we modulate. If we modulate, we sound enthusiastic. So, and modulation absolutely works. I mean, if you, any word that you think you got a problem with, modulate it either way, high, low,
Mm-hmm.
hello, or low, high, hello, or volume,
Hello.
go loud, soft, hello, or soft, loud, hello, either by changing your pitch or the volume, either way, on either part of on the whole word or on first syllable of it, it you'll never have a problem with it. You never will. Just don't plan whether you're going to go high or low or high. Don't plan that. Just do it
Mm-hmm.
randomly.
Okay.
Because the crutches
Yeah.
are best used when they're not really planned, the specific as to a specific word kind of thing. Of course, you can always use crutch 4. You can always put a word in front of any other word. Well, hello, or well, Sylvia, whatever it is. You can always, anytime you insert a word, Satan drops his control over the feared word. He loses his control over the feared word. Every
Mm-hmm.
time you do that. If you want to say Sylvia, you're going to get stuck on Sylvia. If I say I'm Sylvia, when I say I'm, he drops his hold on Sylvia. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia, and you're done.
Yeah. I'm Silvia. Yeah.
Yeah, or the tone. I or Sylvia. I mean, even making a sound, he drops his control. He's so easy to beat. Just remember that he's easy to beat. You know how to beat them. You're never going to have to get stuck again. Are your speech going to be perfect? No, no one's is, and you don't. It's so what? The interviewers isn't speech isn't perfect either. So don't worry
No.
about it. And nobody's sitting there
Yeah.
grading you. They're sitting there thinking, I like looking at this girl. That's what they're thinking. So forget about it.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time.
Okay. Yes.
Okay? If you wanted to
Yeah.
practice an interview, I'll always do it with you if you wanted to, but I don't know that you need to. I don't know. So you
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But I think I will use those days before the job interview to study.
good, good,
To study.
good, good. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you at the SAM meeting anyway. Saturday.
Let's see. Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes. If I can make it, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, dear. Keep up the good
Thank you very much.
work.
Yes.
Talk to you soon then.
Yeah,
Bye
sure.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.